Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. Here we go. We've got the visitors facing the home team. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Here's Sharp. Into the lane. Oh, he misses the dunk. Randall can't hit. And here's Sharp. Ball with the rebound. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
Three-pointer Sharp. That one no good. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl-Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line. Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing. Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
Out to the wing. The three from Holmgren. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Bailey. Sharp with it. A steady offensive force, averaging around 32 and a half a game. And he dunks it down.
Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
Now here's Towns. Right now he's contributing about 15 and a half points a game. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. Back to Randall. To stop the run. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now here's Caldwell Pope, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Takes the three. 6 on the shot clock. Towns with a rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Here's Sharp. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
To the paint. Here's Bailey. And that one is stuffed right through.
A big-time slam right there by Bailey. You know, good to see this young man play with such authority.
Washington a screen. Sharp. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. And stolen by Holmgren. Sharp with it. Guarded now by Ball. Holmgren outside. There's the triple. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Ball outside. Lets the three fly. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Randall outside. Towns outside. Pass to Flag. Over Washington. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, just look at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
Three-pointer Sharp. Back to Holmgren. Ball with a steal. Towns with the ball. Now Sharp defending. Towns down low. And Towns slams it home.
What a powerful dunk by Towns. Showing the rim no mercy.
Inside. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Down low. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Towns. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 3. And we'll get the
visiting team 14.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transitions.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Clock at 6. High post Towns. Pass to Flag. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, Flag wasn't going to let that dunk chance pass him by.
Right side Sharp. Mathurin with a steal. Here's Flag. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flag to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
Anthony Towns.
2 turnovers for him in just the last couple minutes. He needs to be a little more careful with the rock out there.
Back to Sharp. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holmgren. Misses the fadeaway.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Watch out. When Randall gets going, he's carrying some serious force.
Sharp goes in. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. Sharp's got 12.
Well, when Sharp is on, he is on. You see why the team is so excited about his future.
And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Buries it from 3.
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
That one's good for 2. Washington's got a second bucket on the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Randall deciding where to go with it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shaedon Sharpe. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Randall. Give him 8. And stolen by Holmgren.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
3-pointer Sharpe. Up again. It's good on the putback.
You gotta love how he stuck with the play. Nice work.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room that can rally a franchise. Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, "You can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot." Brian, back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Nice move. And the layup by Sharpe. Sharpe's got 6 points in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington.
Checking in for the away team, number 23.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Towns for 3. That shot, no good. Now Sharpe. 16 points for him. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Much to the fans' delight, Stan, Shaedon Sharpe's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch. Well, when Randall is playing with that kind of energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Ball with the rebound.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And it's Holmgren missing. Randall, good. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to ball. Here's Randall. He takes it in. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. 14 points for Julius Randle.
Well, the defender made it hard on Randall. Still, he uses his body to convert for 2.
Holmgren right side. Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. Holmgren's got 8.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Sharp. Fires the three. And the three-pointer goes. Sharp's got 22.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Towns. Jacks up a three. Towns making that shot look routine.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Sharp. Right side, Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. Left side, Sharp. Here's Holmgren. Ball with the rebound. Here's Bailey. Pass to Ball. Now here's Randall. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shaedon Sharp. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward. Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And how about Lonzo Ball, Stan? Always roaming the passing lanes, looking to pick one off.
Well, look, B.A., he has great instinct. He knows where the play is going, and he gets there before the ball does.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
Well, this is how difficult it is to stop Randall. When he's committed to scoring, sometimes you just have to foul him.
It's both from the stripe.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Over to the left wing. Back to Sharp. Drives to the hoop. And it's flagged with a rebound. And here they come. And it's Randall with the jam.
Good effort by Randall to get up the floor and make himself available.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Sharp. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
There's Ball with a 3. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Launches it. Ball with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Flagg. To the middle. The shot by Towns. No good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. And it's Flagg with a rebound.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Clearly, Randall is locked in. Every trip down, he's attacking the defense and finding ways to beat them.
Pass to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Holmgren, covered by Towns.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And now we've got an intentional foul. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Randall, left side. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Sharp. And there's the drive. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. Towns outside. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Outside Mathurin. Clock at 4. Here's Flagg. Missed inside. Here's Sharp. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch.
The away team, 51.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Sharp. Driving to the basket. Ball with the rebound. All alone on the break. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, terrific transition hustle from Randall. Getting out there and completing the fast break.
It's Holmgren, high post. Daniels. Second shot opportunity. And they go to the intentional foul.
Anthony Towns. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Sharp. And here's Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from range.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. To the inside, Bailey. And he goes in for the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
I like this aggressive mentality he's adopted in the second half, doing everything he can to get to the line.
Here's Randall. Rebounded by Daniels. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Flagg.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Now here's Sharp. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Left side Sharp. Knocked away. On the wing, Daniels.
Love the defensive pressure from Randall, using his size well to discourage the shooter.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And they're on the break. And the basket by Towns.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And here's Sharp. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Over Towns. And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here's Flagg. Randall with it. Towns outside. Fires the three. It's money from deep.
Look, this is a big part of Towns' value. He's a big who can stretch the floor for you.
Sharp goes in. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? He had his back to the basket for over 5 seconds. That'll be a turnover. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled jumping into people.
That's what he wanted!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Sharp. Here's Washington. Outside Holmgren. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Flag outside. .58 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. It's Sharp on the wing. Rebounded by Towns. Here's Bailey. Now Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up.